This is the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 322 of the TNA Across the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we are coming off of the first ever 2-hour edition of TNA iMPACT, where the main storytelling arc saw the TNA World Champion Kurt Angle stalk, and then it was suggested that he attacked Sting's high school son, Garrett. And we are at the go-home show before Bound for Glory 2007. Are we going to see an instance here where Sting is going to go to Kurt Angle's home and attack his young children? I don't know. Could. The feud is hella personal, and it's all coming down to Bound for Glory in Atlanta, Georgia, where Kurt Angle won a gold medal. Sting made his career in Atlanta. So, Dallas, I must ask, are you freaking pumped for Bound for Glory or what?
I've never been more excited. It's Bound for Glory. This time I actually kind of mean it, though, because it's Bound for Glory. I kind of say that every time, it's like funny. It's Bound
I was just
going to
say, you're literally the Tony Schiavone of this podcast, because he'd be like, this is the biggest Nitro in the history of the sport, and you're like, this is the biggest impact in the history of our sport, every time.
This is the most excited for a pay-per-view I've ever been in the last 6 years. Or 5 years.
Until the next one.
Until the next one. That's right. The feud between Kurt Angle and Sting is significantly more personal and intense than I was expecting, but it's making me like it a lot more. Ever since that first impact, I believe it might have been the second. I think it's the first, though. After No Surrender, it has been quite personal and tense, and I really liked it. So I like where we're evolving, where we're going with it, and I think it's going to be a really good match between those two. And everything else, I'm paying my $35 for that match. Everything else is bonus to me.
Yeah, no, I think they're doing a pretty good job making Kurt and Sting a personal feud, and one that you would want to see. Certainly at this point, you would want to see Kurt Angle get beat up for attacking a minor child, or a minor adult, I guess.
Right.
I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say so.
No.
Well, our last episode was the very first 2-hour show. And when we started that episode, Bob, one of the things we discussed was, how do we think we are going to do in our ratings? Right? Kurt Angle wasn't there. He's beating up a kid the whole time. And we had a bunch of matches, which actually, I should probably run down those really quick first, before I tell you the ratings. We saw Rhino defeat Black Rain, and apparently, Bob, with the commercial, this match went 9 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm assuming with the commercial. That's crazy. I did not realize it went that long.
You don't think... Well, are they... That's weird. I wonder if they are... I mean, it's a taped match. I mean, are they... So they're legitimately including the commercial time as the actual length of the match?
I guess that... I mean, I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you. This is on Cage Match.
9 minutes. 9 minutes of just Black Rain. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, well, don't worry, because Gail Kim defeating Jackie Moore only went 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Then Team Pacman were forced after Team 3D was throwing a fit, beating up people, yelling at Jim Cornette to put their titles on the line, but they were able to retain by disqualification in 6 minutes and 8 seconds. That was after VKM got involved in that match, and Pacman did nothing. Then we saw Eric Young defeat Alex Shelley, Chris Harris, Chris Sabin, James Storm, Jimmy Rave, Kaz, Lance Hoyt, Petey Williams, and Robert Roode in the 10-man gauntlet match, which was a preview for the Fight for the Right at Bound for Glory. And I believe it ended with Roode and Young, right? Or no, sorry, that's wrong. James Storm and Eric Young is who it was. Both long brown hair guys, sorry. That match, I don't know if I said it, went 18 minutes, 15 seconds. And then in the main event, we saw an 8-man war, or something they called it. Junior Fatu, Samoa Joe, and LAX defeated AJ Styles, Christian Cage, and Triple X. In this case, that was Daniels and Senshi. Elix Skipper was ringside and did get beat up. That match went 15 minutes and 4 seconds. And throughout the show, Kurt Angle was watching that football game of Sting's son, and Sting was very angry about it. So, our ratings. This is the big news here. We've been waiting. The first 2-hour show on October 4th did a 1.06 rating and 1.5 million viewers. So Impact outdrew The Ultimate Fighter. The show did a 0.83 in males 18 to 34 and a 0.77 in males 35 to 49, as well as a 1.05 in male teenagers. I don't know why that's a rating category all of a sudden.
You want to know why? I know why.
Oh, yeah?
Because of Garrett.
Because of Garrett. And Dave Meltzer does note that that's the big difference between TNA and UFC, is UFC does not pull numbers from teenagers, but does double the numbers in 18 to 34. Now, it looks like Alvarez, I think it's Alvarez, yeah, even has our quarter hours, which is kind of fun, especially because now we have more quarter hours.
Right.
We opened with a 1.02, then down to a 0.93, then a 0.97, 1.09, 1.02, 1.03, 1.09, and a 1.07. So, honestly, not bad. If you look over the total. So, it's pretty good, actually.
Pretty consistent,
yeah. And yeah, so I mean, that's our rating stuff. As we discussed last week, we're kind of switching up how we do the notes. We'll be talking about, I would say, 95% of them during the show. But Bob, there is one thing we do need to talk about first today. It's kind of it's interesting. And it's noted here in the October 15th, 2007 Observer newsletter that the condition of Kurt Angle became a question once again after he was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or controlled substance and careless driving on September 28th in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. So just to point this out, this is after, I'm double checking my dates, after both sets of 2-hour tapings. The second episode, which we were about to watch today, was taped on September 25th. So this is 3 days later. It is being reported here that police received a call from a woman at 1:49 p.m. on that Friday afternoon that a white Cadillac Escalade nearly hit her in the parking lot of the Seashell Bar. The woman took down the license plate and called police, giving them a description of the driver, which matched Angle. She watched the car cross over double yellow lines and nearly hit a street sign on the side of the road as it went down the highway. So police checked and saw that the vehicle was registered to Kurt Angle and went to his home, finding a white Cadillac Escalade parked in the driveway. When police questioned him, they described him as having liquor on his breath and having pills in his mouth when officers were talking to him that were described as an anti-inflammatory medicine. When being questioned, Angle confirmed having chem from the Seashell Bar, and officers asked him to perform the field sobrieties test, which he failed. Angle was then arrested and taken to this one hospital for a blood test, and then he refused the test. And refusing blood test leads to an automatic 1-year suspension of the driver's license. The charges will be difficult to prove, and a first offense can be plea bargained, but the refusal of a blood test has the best chance of sticking. He was then taken to a police station, processed, and released. No date has been set for the prelim hearing. Now, his attorney, Mike Santacola, responded with a press statement saying that, quote, Kurt Angle maintains his innocence relative to the charges brought by the police in this matter. The improper arrest occurred in the middle of the afternoon after Mr. Angle showed no signs of intoxication. The police have no blood alcohol content and not firsthand knowledge of his operation of a vehicle. We believe the motivation for his arrest is based upon Kurt Angle's celebrity status, and we are confident that we will prevail when the truth becomes evident. He then, that's the end quote. His lawyer then claimed that Angle refused to take the blood test after calling his agent, who advised him against it. And as of this, at least report here, TNA hasn't taken any action in regard to Angle, who they claimed they would be closely monitoring due to the controversy signing of him after WWE let him go. While they did cancel a media appearance the day the story broke, he's still scheduled to do a heavy media campaign in Atlanta the days leading up to Bound for Glory on October 14th, including giving a speech at an event honoring the Little League World Series winners from Warren Robins, Georgia, which will be held on October 11th in Atlanta and be attended by all the local media as well as many area politicians, including the Georgia governor. Angle told TNA that the media stories were incorrect, claiming he passed the field sobriety test and was never arrested. Angle was a few days removed from a trying week as TNA at the September 24th TV party after the first 2-hour taping. After Kurt had left the party, Karen Angle made a spectacle of herself, and it removed some of the luster internally over the Angle family among many in the company. Now, right now, things are very volatile politically, with Angle and Jeff Jarrett basically vying for the same power position and nobody being able to pick how it will turn out. We talked about that briefly during our last episode. And then finally, TNA sources indicate Angle has been in the best shape since coming to the company over the past few months, particularly of late since Vince Russo scripts so much of the show around him. After 1 year, there's little question the move was the best thing for both him and the company in what was a very controversial hiring at the time. So.
I feel like the general consensus is if you refuse a blood test, you're probably guilty, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's not great. And even if his agent told him not to, that's because his agent probably knows.
That's what I'm saying. Like he probably know. He's probably like, Kurt,
Right.
you're probably fucked up. So like, don't do that.
Yeah,
we'll take the year suspension of your license. Just don't do that.
Yeah, it's kind of how I kind of felt about it.
Because if I'm sober, I'm like, yeah, I didn't do nothing wrong. Well, yeah, take my blood test. I don't care.
Right.
But Lord knows what he's even taking in terms of like drugs.
And hindsight helps us here a little bit because he has talked a lot about his addiction issues that he had, and he has come out better on the other side of that. So I mean, that's the positive part of this. In our timeline, this is what's going on. Is he's about to head into this huge match with Sting at Bound for Glory.
Well, you're sounding like a PR guy right now, but what's
I'm just
absolutely
saying,
crazy? Well, you know what they should have done is, and I guess you know if they want to play into this on TV, they could just have Miss Brooks be associated with Kurt, use her PR, also known as her breasts.
Oh my god!
Kind of help this, but I think it's crazy that the police showed up and he had pills in his mouth.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, that's what's being reported.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody thinks that TNA is going to suspend this man, that's not going to happen. I mean,
no.
He could probably do whatever he needs to do.
That's right. I'm sure that's going to be the case.
I mean, they literally have a guy on TV that shot a guy at a strip joint. I mean, this guy's doing impaired driving. That's pretty mellow.
Yep.
You could say the
So-
worst thing that Kurt Angle has done was beat up a kid in the parking lot.
Which we saw. We saw that on Impact. So anything's possible. But yeah, that's going on. We will see what effects it has to TV. Probably none, as Bob just noted. But it's happening. So I thought it was not a report I was expecting when I was doing notes this week, but I had to mention that before we got into the episode to kind of give all the details for that one. But those are our pre-show notes, Bob. We will talk about more during the show. In fact, I got plenty to talk about during today's show. So,
Right.
here, do I got any teases for you? Let's see. Someone left the company again. Pretty cool. There's
Again?
rumors of someone, and not. I mean, they left because last week there's like Kevin Nash's deal expired, so technically he's not here. Now we have another person. People's deals are coming up. They might retire. They definitely won't wrestle another 15 years. No, they will not. All sorts of stuff. But we will talk about it all during the show.
Well, I look forward to hearing about it. So let's get into it, folks. It's the October 11th, 2007 edition of TNA Impact. If you want to watch along with us, head over to the TNA Plus app. Or if it's your own personal collection, that will work as well. Our approximate runtime is an hour 25 and 53 seconds. It's probably shorter on TNA Plus. I'm gonna count down from 3, and when I say play, that is when we are gonna start the go home show before Bound for Glory 2007. So here we go: 3, 2, 1, play.
Now, during our intro here, Bob, I made a mistake last week, and that's because I did not tell you the explosion match that was filmed from the last taping, and now I'll tell you the ones from this taping as well. There's actually only one from the last setup taping on September 24th, and that was Eric Young defeating Jimmy Rave. That airs on October 1st. Then on this set of tapings from September 25th, airing on October 8th, Jay Lethal defeats Havoc. And then airing the day after Bound for Glory, October 15th, 2007, Chris Harris, Eric Young, Shark Boy, and the Motor City Machine Guns. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't do the results. I was reading. Well, that's still the same. It's still the same people. They defeated James Storm, Jimmy Rave, Lance Hoyt, and the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Oh my god.
That's
this guy's
hilarious.
wearing that's incredible. Kurt Angle is wearing Garrett's high school football jersey right now.
That's insane.
What a monster. What an absolute monster. He's obsessed with a high school kid. That's like illegal.
I mean, yeah, it is. This Sunday, just a couple days away, Bob. What, 3 days away? It's Bound for Glory. This is a big one.
It is. Do you think Garrett will make an appearance at Bound for Glory?
If he appears in the Impact Zone, he will show up on our list at the end of the year of everyone who's made their debut. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he should already. He's been on TV.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this.
What if Garrett shows up and then he'll be like, Kurt's been to more football games than my own dad, so Kurt's my dad now.
And he turns.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kind of doing like a Raven Sandman ECW storyline, but it's Garrett with Kurt.
Adult Garrett with Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They
no-
kind of did that with David Flair, right? And
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Take a look at how we're kicking off Impact this week, Bob. It's pretty much how I wanted to start last week. An X Division match. We got Jay Lethal, the X Division champion. Looks like he's about to take on Havoc.
Yeah, but you wanted to see a Havoc match?
No, I wanted to see an X Division match.
But it's Havoc.
I don't mind Havoc.
That makes one of us.
Am I going out of my way to watch Havoc matches? No,
No,
but
of course not. If I was not legally obligated to watch this right now, I would be turning the channel, probably.
oh,
There's
look at
Daniels
this
right there.
ringside watching.
I didn't realize he was there to begin with. Yeah, that should be like a new segment on our shows. Would I be turning the channel? And it'd be yes. I like Lethal, but I know Havoc ain't winning this one.
That's fair. Havoc's up on the top rope, going for a huge dive to the floor, takes out Jay Lethal.
And I will say I do like the alternative. This feels like an alternative to WWE because this is the second week in a row now where we're starting with a match.
Yeah,
Like, I'm assuming to kind of keep the audience. I look like I'm in witness protection because of the way my lighting is.
yeah, you do.
Apartment. I'm so
If you
embarrassed to be.
If you just
on the
spoke like
show.
Senshi, then you get all the bases covered.
I enjoy that this is starting with a wrestling match instead of an interview.
I enjoy going to Garrett Borden's football games.
I'm Garrett. I'm Garrett right now. Kurt Angle scared me.
Kurt
no,
Angle said he'd slap my ass in the back.
I'm one of the other high school students. Not Garrett. Kurt Angle terrified me. I was so scared. There's gonna be like a lumberjack match between Kurt and Sting, but it's gonna be all the high school students, the high school football team that Garrett's on.
Oh, I like
They're gonna
that.
be the lumberjacks.
That was sort of supposed to be a counter by Jay Lethal, but Havoc caught him in like a stunner when he threw him over with that suplex. And now Havoc going for a moonsault. Damn, nails it.
He actually hit it. I will give him that. Usually the moonsaults are like, I'm going to hit you with my chin. He did pretty much his entire body.
Oh, that or you land on their legs.
Right. Lethal's got his ribs taped up.
Well, because he was attacked by Team 3D.
Team 3D, yeah. Hip toss. Kick to the head. Lethal combination. Lethal heading to the top rope. Is he going to do the elbow? And he hits it.
Big elbow.
Is that it? 1, 2. Oh, Havoc trying to do a kick out there right before the 3. That seemed a little shady. Why would he do that?
Daniels grabbed the title. Is he about to get in the ring? What's he talking to? Who's he talking to? He just threw it at Lethal. Okay. He just keeps looking up top. Is he talking to a...
I'll see you this.
Oh.
Daniels is talking to his god.
Wondering. Karen says sometimes married people have problems.
You know,
did that just say? Oh,
I would believe that, but
that
was a commercial. The Karen, married couple. I mean, we went down that road before, and then you betrayed us and you swerved us. So how are we supposed to believe you now?
Right.
I don't trust her for nothing.
You can't.
She's a fibber. She's nothing but a liar. No good liar.
Here comes Kurt Angle now. We're back from commercial. He's going to explain himself.
Is it Kurt or Karen?
That's a good point.
Probably Kurt. The way that TNA just said Mr. Angle. Let's see. Is he coming out? There you go. It's definitely a bald man.
Well, speaking of Kurt Angle, Bob.
Kurt Angle.
The company has officially, or sorry, I say the company, but it's for New Japan. They've officially announced that they're going to continue the January 4th tradition at the Tokyo Dome, but this time it's going to be a New Japan versus TNA interpromotional theme. And Dave notes that this will be interesting.
Okay, now before you continue,
Yeah.
this is not a bonus episode. I am not watching a 5.5 hour Tokyo Dome New Japan TNA show. Don't even
It's
think
funny
about
because
it.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I know you were, and no, I'm not doing that.
We'll talk.
No, I'm not doing that. That'd be 5 hours of
Well,
my
first
life. I'm not
off,
doing that.
we
That's
still need
crazy.
to. We promised a bonus episode of watching the Kurt Angle Brock Lesnar match, so we got to at least do that. Still, that's like 20 minutes.
I forgot about
We
that.
got to make room for that. And
then we had the Shelly Martinez one.
during that one, we're gonna
That I'm gonna do. I can do that. I'll do
we're
that
gonna
on my
review
own.
the
I'll
Letitia
send it to you.
Klein magazine during that one as well.
Oh well, we also got to do the Letitia Klein
The Howard Stern thing,
appearance,
but that's
where
not
she
during her
rides the
TNA
Ziggy.
time. It's a little off-brand, but we can make it work.
Is it? Is she not?
I don't know.
babyface
Maybe you
too?
should send me that so I can do research before, just to be sure that it's appropriate for the podcast. But Kurt Angle, I'll finish my note about Japan here in a minute. Kurt Angle is talking about his wife. He's talking about Sting. Calling Sting out right now. Calling him out. He's wearing his son's jersey. This New Japan stuff is pretty interesting, though. So I definitely want to. I'm not going to forget about that because of the fact.
Well, I do have that show on DVD.
I actually have it on DVD as well. Well, because they release it as like a global impact.
No, I got mine from IVP Videos.
Oh, so you have like probably the full show. I don't think I have technically the full show.
I have I have
Okay.
the full show.
I'll hit you up.
Not a sponsor of the show, IVP Videos.
No, but honestly, they're pretty awesome. Karen is out here confronting your husband now. For better or for worse, but by far this week has been the worst for us. Well, little did she know what was happening 3 days later.
Right.
Although apparently the day before this taping is when she kind of made a fool of herself at the party, it sounds like, too. So maybe it actually was the worst week.
Across the
Oh my
line,
God,
you did
yeah.
TNA.
How do you know I cross the line when I determined when I cross it?
I kind of like it better when the dynamic is that Kurt and Karen are like on the same page and they're being douchebags, not this whole Karen's like, no, maybe you shouldn't have done it. I feel like she should be like,
I don't.
good.
I knew I should have never agreed to your plan. This is something I don't think this storyline needs right now. I don't think it needs this part.
No, and she just said like, go with the plan. I never should have like said that he
And then
slapped me or whatever. It's like, be the heel and be like, no,
but
he
Kurt
slapped
just
me.
said,
Like,
no,
don't
he
do
did
that.
slap you. So he's getting
Right.
a little extra heel heat, but oh, look up on the screen there. Sting. Karen, I hold you just as responsible for his actions. You two are the lowest forms of scum I've ever known. You put your hands on my son and he did nothing to you. You want the old Sting? Well, you got him. Bound for Glory, I'm going to take everything from you, Kurt. Everything. 3 more days for Bound for Glory. So let the games begin. Now the lights
I
turn
think
off.
he should have said, you're not going to get Sting. You're going to get Steve Borden.
Oh, shit. There he is. Oh, no. It's a mannequin. Kurt tried to put an ankle lock on, but he's now realizing he dropped from the ceiling.
Oh my God, he broke his ankle.
Sting is playing mind games. Oh, on my time, not yours. Okay. Well, we're at the table. Let me try to get through some more of this note here. So, this whole situation is going to be pretty interesting because TNA's two biggest stars for Japan right now would be Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. And Angle holds the other IWGP title with Antonio Inoki's IGF. And Joe is challenging Misawa for the GHC title on October 27th. New Japan has been talking about doing an Angle versus Yuji Nagata to steal Inoki's title and unify the IWGP title, except that has changed with Nagata losing the title to Hiroshi Tanahashi. There are a lot of ways that this can go, including having each version of the title defended to build a unification match for February, or go with Angle versus Tanahashi. IGF at its last show announced that Angle would be coming in for the next show and had a match where Josh Barnett beat Don Fry that would have seemingly set up Angle versus Barnett as the next main event. So, this all being said, New Japan president, whose name I cannot pronounce, I don't know how to say this guy's name, sorry, said that the Tokyo Dome would feature almost all the New Japan and TNA championships defended. He specified that New Japan was looking to get Angle's version of the IWGP title. He said that the 11/11 show at Sumo Hall would be the first to feature TNA talent, aside from Travis Tomko, who is a regular for both groups. TNA's roster was considering a united push to get Jarrett and... Oh, sorry, that's a second line. Apologize about that. So that's where it ends. My lines are blurring together there. So it's a pretty interesting situation with the different titles and all that. Hey, look who it is.
Kevin Nash. He must have signed that contract.
Hey, Sting. Oh, Sting's actually up there? Hey, Kevin.
I think it's hilarious that Sting apparently lives in the rafters.
He's like, I figured I'd find you up here. For a while since I've been up with you in the rafters.
Nash walking up the steps right now is the most work he's done in about 15 months.
I know you didn't come to tell me that, though. He's like, no. I just want to ask you a question. You sure you want to go down this path again? What's your point, Kevin? I've known you for 20 years.
Ugh. He's fighting the honor of his fucking child. What are you talking about?
There you go. What if Kurt came after your son?
Oh.
What would you do? Well, honestly, I'd kill him.
Yeah.
Exactly my point and exactly the way I want to go out, Kevin. Kevin, don't lose your edge, man. Very interesting. Oh, Crystal, backstage with Ron Truth Killings, Adam Pacman Jones. I have Pacman Jones notes too, Bob. We're firing at all cylinders right now. So we know Pacman Jones' contract is up at Bound for Glory, but apparently there was talk about having him turn on Ron Killings to have a singles feud despite being able to wrestle. Which, of course, there's no point in doing that, so I don't think that's going to end up happening. But it was a thought they had.
Would it be a singles feud in the sense of like Pac-Man being a manager for somebody against Ron? You
Right.
can't fight him.
Exactly. Also, Pacman did an interview with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution where he says, "At first, I was getting booed, but now I'm the crowd's favorite. We are, that is, Team Pacman. We're the good guys now." And he says, basically, man, I'm trying to do whatever I got to do to rebuild my image. It's been a rebuilding time for me. This whole period of his suspension, of course, he's talking. I'm just staying to myself, taking this time to not worry about things I need to do better as a person. Whatever I got to do to this in this community, whatever I have to do to better my image and myself as a person, so I can get back on the field. And this is the article that notes he bought those 1,500 tickets for the Bound for Glory kids at local schools. And in case you were wondering,
Well, good for
yeah,
Pac-Man Jones.
that was essentially a nothing interview that they just gave. Just in case you were wondering. Elix Skipper and Senshi about to be in action here. Do you think it helps the kids finding TNA and thinking about like tits and ass when there's a team called Triple X that fights too?
Listen, they're growing up quick.
Apparently, I didn't realize that Team Pacman was about to wrestle here. I would have said one of those notes during one of the times that Pacman is standing on the apron doing nothing.
I mean, Ron does look good with a belt on his.
Of course he
on his
does.
waist. I can't believe that I mean, I know it's Kurt Angle doing the Olympic Slam there, but I can't believe Pacman Jones technically pinned Sting.
We don't
That's
need to
kinda
talk about
nuts.
it. He's back. You're back. He's back.
Like, okay, he's trying to better his image, and then he's in the his pose is basically he's getting arrested. That's what he was doing. He had his hands interlocked behind his head, and he was
That's
just standing there.
hilarious.
It's messed up. Springboard kick there by Senshi, the disaster kick essentially to Ron Killings, right as soon as the bell sounded. Non-title, of course. I wonder how badly do you think Senshi wants to like kick Pacman or chop him?
I would assume most people in that locker room would like to do that. Big slam by Killings on Senshi.
Senshi missing Killings in the corner. Heel kick by Killing. Leg lariat. That's not really a leg lariat today, but whatever. What do I know? I've been fighting with Dallas for the past 5 years about axe kick and scissor kick,
They call it an axe kick.
but it's not.
It
It's a
is.
scissor.
It's
It is
an
a scissor. I
axe
know.
kick.
That's what I'm saying. It's a scissor kick.
He's running a play with the truth with a football, dude. Like, this is the stuff we're doing.
His offense. Oh, he hit him right in the nuts. Oh, Spike. Okay, tonight. That should be disqualification. He threw a football at him. Right in the nuts. Yeah. Pacman is just standing in the ring. He's got to like get out of the ring.
Oh god, this is killing me right now, dude.
This is brutal. Wait, he can't do.
But Rudy Charles wouldn't let him do it because he's not the legal man.
No, he's saying he can't make. John West just said the referee stopped him because he can't physically get
Oh
involved.
no, they're actually said that. That's bad.
That's what I think he just said. Not that because he wasn't legal. I thought he was gonna drop an elbow for a second.
Very upset about this.
Wow.
Get used to it. 2 hours of TNA every Thursday, or in your guys' case, 2 hours of the TNA Crossline podcast every Saturday. Look at that beautiful spin kick by Elix Skipper taking the head of Ron Killingsoff.
And sometimes it will be in one Sunday. Well, no. What day? Tuesday?
Pay-per-views.
Pay-per-views? Yeah, Tuesdays for pay-per-views. It's great. Never been happier.
We're dropping them left and right. We got 2 years
2
left in our contract before we're allowed to be let go by Sinclair
2
Media.
years.
Killings with a double drop kick
Right.
takes out Triple X.
You know what we should do?
Yeah.
Is in 2 years we should just we could be basically the Jarrett and Russo of this podcast, and then we'll hand it off to a Hogan and Bischoff. We should just give it to like Austin and Screech.
That's a great idea. I'm actually glad you just mentioned Russo and Jarrett, though. So I got.
See, this is what we call transitions.
Now, there's apparently TNA roster
The biz.
has been considering a united push to get Jarrett and Dutch Mantel removed from booking, which would leave creative power with Angle and Russo. Now, I have a feeling this has to do with that picking sides stuff we were talking about last week.
Well, of course, yeah.
Oh, wow. Pacman just made it rain.
Pacman just threw a wad of cash at Skipper. Scissor kick by Killings.
And that's a 3 count.
And Killings pin Skipper.
But also, speaking of
Pacman's undefeated, and he's done
It's awful,
0
dude.
wrestling
It's not
moves.
good.
It's incredible.
and Pacman's got to pick up his
He's
money.
picking up
of
his money
course.
though.
But also Mantel Russo stuff too. Apparently, Dutch Mantel is not very happy and been clashing with Russo over the lack of clear heels and faces, as Russo insists of these shades of gray, which has been kind of his theory for a long time. But I think we're kind of even seeing it with these two here, because we thought that they were.
Well, I think that's where the shades of gray is. I think with Russo, and I mean, I kind of get his approach where it's like 1 week or 1 month this guy could be a good guy, and when whatever change. Now with Dutch and Jarrett though, their mindset is more traditional. That like, hey, the fans need like a consistent person to support. Like that's usually what wrestling is about.
Right.
You know, like to change it like every month is kind of crazy. But
Oh shit!
um,
The Steiners are coming out. Oh baby, are they wrestling?
there we go. I don't know.
Oh, Team Pacman's still in the ring.
I don't know. Look at this dream tag team match. What? They're dabbing up. Mutual respect, as if Pacman has proven himself.
I don't know about all that.
I don't
No.
like that. I don't like that. I don't like that Scott Steiner just dabbed them up like, yep, respect.
What? I don't even know what he just said.
Oh Lord. When you're the baddest dog in the world, there's a lot of dogs that want to rattle your cage. You know what? You know what's really crazy, Dallas, is that 1999 is 8 years ago.
That's really weird.
It looks like Rick Steiner in that 8 years has aged 25 years. And I know that because I've been watching WCW 1999.
Really?
And he looks significantly older than he did in 1999.
They're talking shit about Team 3D, and they are not coming down when they just try to tell them to. Champions of nothing, bingo hall
They're the
wrestlers.
champions of nothing.
Only at Bound for Glory, we're going to put you through a table, but we're guaranteed to make you bleed. So while you're picking the splinters out of your ass, we're going to have the biggest tailgate party with all my freaks in hot Atlanta. Do you think his number one freak, Medeja, will make an appearance at Atlanta after party?
Good. You know who should be associated with the Steiner brothers as a freak?
Um,
And it would make sense because
Letitia
of recent developments. Letitia Klein.
I don't hate that idea. I like
that would be
when he
pretty good.
has Medeja.
Medeja certainly enhances the act. Yeah.
Team 3D's in the back being interviewed by JB. Instead of confronting the Steiners, they're just here for an interview. So they called them pigs. So he said, "Pigs? Your mother is a pig."
Great comeback.
Yeah. We're going to take some Team 3D wood and shove them down your throats.
Is that a dick joke?
It might be. You're washed up. You're useless. Just like that dumb bitch Britney Spears. What happened to Britney in 2007?
What? Why is she catching a
Yeah,
straight?
what?
What the fuck is Britney Spears got to...
Is this when she had her like crash out? Let's see.
2007. That feels.
Oh
like
no,
early.
it might have been. Oh yeah, that is when she shaved her head and stuff. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
it 2007?
In February.
Wow.
Oh, and then in October, literally, so it's fresh in the news. Probably, she lost custody of her kids to Kevin Federline. See, that's sad. And they're just shooting strays at Britney Spears on TNA.
What a heel. Good lord. Britney looking rough.
Oh
there.
shit! The Steiners are backstage, and Sabin and Shelley are holding him back. Wait.
I was just gonna say, is Chris Sabin now security?
Right. Knockouts are up next. They just said. I'm excited.
Oh, that should be good. Maybe we can tweet at Brett Lauderdale on the TNA page and be like, "Hey, this is a memorable match."
Is a Gail Kim match. That's good. Okay, buy the ticket.
I mean, not to like bring it up out of nowhere, but that whole Lauderdale Kim thing. I tend to agree with Gail Kim. Like, I'm not really a fan of deathmatch wrestling.
I mean, I'm not either. And I think she's allowed to have her opinion on it. But for Brett to be like, name a memorable Gail Kim match is some stupid shit.
That's bad.
Dr. Kevin Nash is trying to talk some sense into Kurt and Karen Angle here. Well, it wasn't your kid, Kevin. He said, I would have killed you if it was my kid. Besides, the kid struck me first, he says. Can you please talk some sense into your husband? I've tried. He won't listen to me. You know, I listen to somebody. I listen to me. 11-time world champion. Gold medalist. I don't sweat Sting. I don't sweat anybody. I'm Kurt Angle, damn it. Here we go. Dysfunction Junction. I better write that name down right now for this episode.
Dysfunction Junction.
That's, you know, I always do that though. Like I'll be like, I'll hear something on episode, like that's it. That's the episode. And then I forget it.
Well, I at some point, don't they have, I know like in 2010 they have like titles of the episodes.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, isn't it like always like Angle's Revenge
Oh,
or something?
yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Oh, they're introducing all the competitors of the
Really?
Battle Royal or whatever.
Well, here's Christy.
All right, Christy Hemme.
We know her. We're familiar.
In fact, she is in fact a pro wrestler.
Bob didn't know that at first,
Miss
but we
Jackie
figured it out.
Moore. I did
The
not
Pride
know
of
that.
Tennessee, Ms. Jackie Moore. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
ODP.
ODB, who just actually appeared recently on Impact in 2025.
I saw that.
What'd they just call her?
Talia Madison. That is her independent wrestling name.
Oh, well,
We would know her better on as someone else. Angel Williams. That's another girl that we'll know better.
yeah,
by a
well, the
different
first
name,
one,
so.
I've never heard that before in my life. It's Velvet Sky. So, just for reference.
Oh, we're just gonna say. Well, this is
Yeah,
Angel.
well, we'll call them by their name. They're said on the show, but I want people listening who aren't watching to know who we're seeing. Roxy Laveau.
Okay, Roxy Laveau is Nikki Rocks.
We've already talked about that. I mean, here comes Gail Kim.
Gail Kim is Gail Kim.
Now, this is interesting though. Well, is this everyone already? How many people did they just announce? Gail, Christy.
I think it's only 10 girls, and we have Gail and one more.
Really? We already done them all?
Well, and Tracy Brooks is
Yeah, that's
fighting
true,
too, I
yes.
think, right?
Well, I
She's
figured
in it?
that Shelly Martinez would have made an appearance, but I guess she's busy filming movies.
She's in the softcore porn, so she's
Well, I
probably
wasn't
busy.
going to say it again, but exposing her.
I will say it every single time.
Oh, shit, Bob. Gail Kim's opponent,
Gail Kim is stunned. She's like, "Who is this woman?"
Amazing Kong. Otherwise known as Awesome Kong. See how that works?
See how that
Holy
works.
shit, Bob. We're getting to some good TNA action, baby. Let's go.
This is in fact a new era.
Wow.
In TNA.
I'm like really hyped about this. She is intimidating. I do not want to stand across the ring from her.
No. Now I think because our runtime is like 125, this is gonna be around the end of the first hour. 35 minutes roughly.
Yeah, within the next few here, right? Because for reference, we're at 35,
Yeah, it's probably
45.
35, 45, yeah. So we're probably like, it's probably like 950 right now. Yeah.
And they just made a debut of
We're
this
close
extremely
to this.
intimidating woman. We've actually just debuted four new women in the company we've never even seen before.
Well, that's not true. We've seen Angel
okay,
Williams.
you're right. Wow, that's a throwback though. But like, wasn't that was that like Asylum or no? Was that in the Impact Zone?
That's Asylum.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's Asylum.
So okay, so the audience watching now, she's still new. But you're right.
Sure.
She didn't.
Yeah,
she did
right now
technically already debuted, so she's not going on my list.
I'm surprised that Tanae wouldn't be like, we saw her back on
Her second
Asylum
stint,
pay-per-view 77.
like they did with Jimmy
Yeah.
Rave.
Right. Yeah.
Talia Madison. I never knew that.
Do you think Talia? You didn't know her name
I
was
never
Talia?
knew that. Is that like her real name or something? Gail's got
I
an
don't think
octopus
so.
stretch on.
But
Amazing
I also don't
Kong.
know.
It's hard to call her
Do you
that.
think that she is? Do you think she's dating Brother Ray?
Absolutely
point or
not.
later?
There's no way. Nope. Amazing Kong slammed Gal down, goes for the cover, but Earl only goes a 2 count.
Size and power, Trump technique. His Kong is just using her size and advantage to dominate Gail right now. Middle rope, Kong.
That is not her real name, so you are right.
I didn't think it was. She seems like a Tiffany.
No, her name is Jamie.
Damn it.
Irish whip, Gail into the corner.
Jamie.
Kong splashes the corner. Gail slipped out of the way, hangs her over the top. Gail?
Isn't Awesome Kong's name like Barbara or something?
I don't know. And right now she's amazing, Kong Bob.
Is it amazing Kong? But if it is Barbara, she's like probably the toughest Barbara
No, it's
I've
Kia.
ever seen.
Or is that how you say it?
Kia. Okay.
Yeah, it might be like that. Slammed her down with a sit-out power bomb, and that's a 3.
A clean 3. So we know who booked that match.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
That was a quite impressive debut for a new knockout, especially because Gail has kind of been the knockout. So to beat her clean like that is pretty big.
Christy Hemme looks like she just shit her pants. She was like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either.
I don't blame her. She's got to be the favorite to win the title.
I would have to assume. I mean, the other girls look terrified.
Yeah, they're petrified.
Oh my god! Earlier this,
Oh my god!
earlier
What
this
is on
week-
my screen right now?
Don West is with the Guru Sanjay Dutt.
Don, what is
He's
Don
got like
wearing?
like a do-rag on. It's like a headscarf.
Oh yeah.
I love you here, and I love you being here today. I love you too, Sanjay. Sanjay, we got a lot of questions.
Sanjay's kind of giving me creepy vibes here.
Yeah. What's this all about, Sanjay? He said, we must become the change we want to see in the world. There's starvation. There's people suffering. There's people who need my help. There are people that need my voice, and that's why I'm here. He's talking about the Ebola virus epidemic again?
Yeah.
Don West says, well, I've never heard of this Ebola virus thing. Oh, this is why I need your wallets.
This is a money.
Oh, he's
grab.
soliciting donations.
He's scamming people.
You want money right now? No time like the present, Mr. West. Wait, it's working. He's going into his pocket. I got a couple bucks. How's that?
I got a couple of bucks.
As little as 50 cents could save a child. Bob, do it with me. Okay, well, we went to commercial and we're back. Bob, I got some big news for you as we're about to talk about Tomko again, but TNA has this new deal with Spike with this 2-hour situation, and it runs through September 2011. And because of this, Dixie Carter.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
2011.
Dixie Carter is wanting to eventually run Monday night to compete with Raw. And look who they're showing on our screen. They just showed Giant Bernard.
That's a debut.
It's not a debut.
That's a debut. Giant Bernard
not
is
a
a
debut.
debut. That's a debut.
Why is there
this?
a tiki set up in the ring? Soon to be the #1 rated talk show.
Is he just asking for Samoa Joe to murder him? Or what?
Who's announcing this?
I don't know.
Chattin with the Champ, his new talk show. Wait, that's another good title for the episode. I'm going to have to make a decision.
What was the first one?
Yeah,
Dysfunction
Junction or Chatting with the Champ.
I think Dysfunction.
I kind of do
Junction is
too.
the better
But...
one. This feels like they're trying to knock off Carlito.
Chat with the Champ.
But
Mo,
I don't know.
As we
Cabana,
know,
yeah,
though,
Carlos Cabana.
Christian Cage had a talk show before, so we're kind of playing off of that a little bit. The
What was it
Peep
called?
Show.
Oh, fuck, that's right. The Peep Show. So now this, I think, is technically the second hour.
Yes, we're definitely going to the second hour.
We've just jumped into. Yeah. The second hour probably started during the Gail and Kong.
Well, he's saying, who wants to step up and face the champ? And Samoa Joe's music immediately hits. Also, why is Samoa Joe's coming out with that new deal too? Something that's kind of fun. In early 2008, we're going to start moving to HD, Bob. We're going to have HD shows.
Wow.
We're at that time. And then I'm sure it's going to be called TNA HD.
TNA HD is going to be in 2008. So that's got to be.
It says.
Oh, really? They're not going to be. Well, WWE's first HD show isn't until like Backlash or something like that.
Are we going to beat WWE to be in HD?
There's no way.
It's hard to say.
I'd be stunned. I can't believe Samoa Joe has came out here and hasn't already.
I'm pretty impressed. AJ Styles has now taken his spot behind the Tiki Bar.
I have that Samoa Joe shirt.
Really?
I think so. Joe Knows Pain.
Is that the one?
I don't know. All I know is I do have a Samoa Joe shirt. I'm not sure if that's the same one.
If I got inside your head, what's going on? This show's been on the air for 2 minutes and you're already boring me out of my mind. Yes, that is Joe Knows Pain.
That's definitely the shirt I have.
It's kind of interesting how TNA likes these shirts that have one thing on a side and then words on the back. Because like the Sting shirt I have, it just says Sting down the side like that on the front. Although this is nothing on the back, I don't think, but
I feel like that shirt is more wearable in public than a WWE shirt.
This one here that he's wearing?
Yeah,
I could see that. I actually think that TNA has some pretty solid merch. Oh, and here's another note that I can talk about. As Joe says, why don't you do something about it? But it's kind of related to Samoa Joe, but Amazing Kong impressed in her debut, gaining support from people like Samoa Joe, Senshi, Mike Tenay, and Dutch Mantel. So she already is getting high praises for that one match.
Well, if Senshi's vouching for you, you're probably good.
Well, I immediately get Samoa Joe vibes, like Samoa Joe in the women's division, like dominant. The song is intimidating when she's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So immediate debut and like, holy shit, this person means business. All I do is want to ask you about Bound for Glory. At Bound for Glory, your winning streak ends. Win, lose, or draw at Bound for Glory, I will put you in the hospital.
Wow. I mean,
it's getting out of hand. This is exactly what I didn't want. Joe, Joe, Joe. Crowd's chanting. They're excited. They're ready to go. He looks him right in the eyes and tells him he respects him. Wow, he respects Samoa Joe. Can you believe that? AJ pours a couple drinks. He just poured a couple drinks for these guys. Look, he's giving Samoa Joe a drink. This is insane. Look at the little cups they're holding with the little tiki dresses on them. He's proposing a toast to Samoa Joe versus Christian Cage at Bound for Glory. There must be a winner. Oh, they're gonna steal the damn show. They're doing cheers for that.
This is not gonna end.
Yeah, of course, because he throws a drink in Christian's face. Oh, there goes the tiki, the whole setup as he pulls Styles over the front of it.
I thought that Christian was gonna break his cup over Joe's head.
Oh, Styles breaks the ukulele over Joe's head, but it was kind of a cheap one because it didn't really affect him.
He didn't even budge.
Oh boy, Matt Morgan wearing white shirt, white pants coming out,
Matt
slipping
Morgan.
Styles out of the ring
For a headbutt. What is this? 1984? We're doing headbutts like that? Give me a break. Oh no! Oh, I thought he was gonna F5 him into the ring post like he's Brock Lesnar, but he did not. Oh, Joe and Cage in the ring.
Joe destroying everything. Look at this. He's just throwing shit around. This is crazy. What was that? He just threw salt in his eyes?
Margarita salt. Yeah, margarita salt.
Oh no, he's got a coconut.
Joe's blind.
Oh shit.
Oh, he snookered him. He just Jimmy snookered.
Not as
Samoa
good
Joe.
because the coconut didn't break. Oh, he's hitting him more with it.
Now, Booking 101 would tell you that this means that Christian's losing at Bound for
Right.
Glory.
You would think.
Who
Is this the
hell
Latino
that?
Nation with LAX in the back? He just said it.
That looks like Santana from Santana and Ortiz a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, he just said it is the Latino Nation in the back here with them.
Pretty sure Santana would have been.
Yeah,
probably,
I mean it's not him.
Probably Garrett's like football friend at this point. And then the other dude looks like it's freaking Senshi,
Yeah, it does.
but taller. But it's not Senshi.
Well, I mean, obviously they are not what I'm saying right now. They are Spanish or Latino, but Carl Ouellet was here in TNA for a while, Bob. But he was doing French commentary though, so you had no idea about that. But yeah, PCO.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. Carl Ouellet right now in TNA is doing
Well,
French
he was,
commentary.
but he left the job because he went to go do a UK tour. That's all I'm telling you. I just thought I couldn't believe he was doing French commentary.
So he's there in the Impact Zone doing French commentary?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or are they like dubbing it over? That's nuts. And we're not using it. Anyway, but what's even better about that is that he's such a wrestler that he's like, nah, I'm not doing commentary. I gotta do a UK tour.
Here comes Speedy Williams.
That's funny.
Also, see, this is like some of these notes are so random this week. TNA has a TV taping scheduled to cover October through November, which is going to allow them to have a holiday break in December. And it's also noted that they are planning to do nearly every 2008 pay-per-view on the road, generally in the eastern and central US. Try to stick close to Orlando as possible.
Oh, that makes sense.
Here comes Robert Roode.
But so let's see here. Central. So nothing on the West Coast. So you're probably looking at Pennsylvania. Massachusetts. Chicago. What else would be a major one?
New Orleans.
Tennessee. New Orleans. Canada.
Could definitely do Canada.
Texas.
I feel like they wouldn't go further west than
Southern.
Texas.
Right.
Okay, so we got Petey versus Robert Roode. Here, both these men are in the fight for the right. They just made sure we were well aware of that. This is a really random match to have right now, but that's okay. That means I can tell you more news and notes, Bob. So I got more really random shit here. As Petey hits a nice Hurricane Rana on Robert Roode. There was apparently a plan to use AJ Perninsky again, but it would end up being dropped because there's just going to be a lack of interest. And I think a similar deal with not being able to be active, similar to Pacman. So, sorry, but no more AJ Perninsky right now. It's also being noted that drug testing is set to begin in 2 months, though it appears internally and possibly might not be super credible. And it kind of depends on if top names are going to get caught with that. So, we'll see what we're going to do drug testing and kind of see what's going on.
Well, Kurt Angle will probably just be like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, right?
He might just refuse it.
Petey gets the boots up, goes for a bulldog. Which Miss Brooks even is happy to see Petey beat up Robert Roode. So I don't know if she really does care about Kaz. I think she just likes seeing Roode get beat up.
Yeah, maybe. I'm wondering if she's even really in that knockouts thing because she wasn't at ringside for the match.
I know. I'm kind of wondering now too, to be honest. Petey gets Roode out of the ring, goes over, pops over with a Hurricane Rana to the floor. Or on the floor, really. Roode was on the floor already, but he's the new master of the Hurricane Rana after Kid Cash left us.
Yeah.
Roode just threw Brooks at Petey to block himself.
Here's a question. If Roode hates Tracy Brooks so much,
Right.
Miss Brooks so much, and he's like, how about you just quit? I mean, he could just fire her.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right? And be like, oh, sorry about your mom being sick, but you're fired. DDT there by Petey. Spiking Roode. I would fire her. You're laughing at me getting DDT'd, you're fired. You know what TNA should do if they were to have him? I don't know.
Roode with the payoff.
And finish. Kurt Angle booked that one too. TNA should bring in Donald Trump and then he can fire Miss Brooks for Roode. Okay, you're fired. Be a good celebrity cameo.
Okay, Roode calls Miss Brooks in the ring. Brooks, I can't talk. Into the ring.
She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to slap Petey.
You can't blame her.
She's an employee. She needs to be doing what she's told.
Well, she's got the marketing and the PR team on her side. Oh my god, it's Kaz.
It was Kaz.
Well, he hurt his hand with that one. What a right shot. Roode slips out of the ring. Ms. Brooks kind of likes that.
Yes.
But yes, as we know, she
Yes,
has
sir.
family issues because her mom is sick, so she cannot stand up to Roode because she needs the job. We learned that last week.
Kiss or Kaz? Kaz needs to just grab the microphone and say, I'll take care of your sick mom. Quit.
I know. Oh, he's holding.
What if he just hit her with a flatliner right now?
Oh, he went to kiss her hand, and then Roode just
Oh.
slipped her out of the ring.
What a heartthrob. Kaz is such a heartthrob. He better never cut that hair.
JB was with the Olympic gold medalist in the back. Kevin seems really pissed off right now. I know he's pissed off. I'm kind of pissed off too. Kurt says, "What the hell am I whispering about?" Oh, the men's room. If you want to find a piece of crap like Sting, this is the first place you look. It's literally the men's bathroom.
Why do I feel like I know what's going to happen here?
Is it going to be Junior Fatu?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No one's in the shower. Wait, why is he still going in the shower, though? Oh, because there's... Okay, I see. No one's in there, though. Why would Sting be hiding in the bathroom?
I don't know.
He kicks open the stall. No one's in there. Well, the other one's closed, though. Oh, he said he found Sting.
He looked under. There's somebody in there.
Who is it? Oh, Jesus. It is. It is literally Junior Fatu sitting on the toilet. And he goes, "Can I help you?" He goes, "Oh, no, wrong guy."
And then he goes, "Oh my God, I'm going to throw up."
Oh, my God, dude. I like the idea that he looked under, he saw Junior Fatu's legs and was like, "It's Sting."
Right, how do you mistake that? Like, yeah, fucking Junior Fatu would stink.
Raven is coming out, and he's looking really fucking weird right now. He had a top hat, he's got a white bandana on, a clown shirt, and sunglasses. Okay, so Raven's in the ring.
Oh, this is
his tag team
match.
partner. From the deepest, darkest part of his mind. What's Black Rain?
Yeah. I was wondering if we were ever going to see Black Rain, or are we just going to see freaking the Misty video package there forever?
Here he is.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got a box. He's got his spike, and then he has the rat. So he's got 3 gimmicks.
I do think the box. He might have hit the box last week too, but like, why is
he did?
Why is he carrying a box, a rat, and a weapon? Like, why is he going to carry so many things?
Well, you know what? It's what like Bischoff would say about DDP. Like DDP would come out with all these gimmicks because he wasn't like he wasn't getting over as a wrestler, so he had all these different gimmicks. The cigar, whatever. So maybe Black Rain is thinking, I'm not as good as I was, so I need to have.
I don't mind the Darkness Falls blade, but do you really need everything else?
There's got to be something in the box, right?
Rhino just came out, and here comes his partner after he's already getting beat up. It's the Monster Abyss.
Did Abyss really need to stop for the pyro when Rhino's getting beat up? Probably not.
Honestly, Rhino. Well, see, here's the thing: they're not actually friends. They all hate each other, so he don't care if he's getting beat up, really.
Yeah, but they're
In this
tag team
match, yeah.
partners. Right. Well, in the landscape of wrestling, you make more money if you win. So this must be no disqualification.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty sure. Black Rain going after Abyss now. He was just using a kendo stick, but Rhino and Raven going at it.
The older blacks, Raven in the corner. Commercial break. They're all brawling in the crowd. You got to come back to Impact. And we're back.
Rhino going for a gore.
Has Impact at some point or another been on every day of the week?
That's a good question. Thursday's its most popular day.
Right, but I know it's been on
Yes.
Wednesdays before.
The only one I'm not sure about is Tuesday. And it's definitely
Fridays.
Fridays. So I don't know if it's been on Tuesday or not, though.
Tuesday,
Mitchell was in the ring with a trash can lid and just hit Abyss with it. So it's interesting that they're using Mitchell and not because Juice Macias is injured, but Abyss goes to pick Mitchell up into the thumbtacks, but Raven stops it.
Oh no. Yeah, great. He just did a DDT on attacks on Impact.
Oh my goodness. They're all on his forehead and stuff.
Well, we went one episode with Abyss not bleeding.
Okay.
This show better get at least a 1.2 rating.
Black Rain just pulled his own partner off the pin. This is what I mean. They don't care about each other.
Yeah, but don't you want to win? They're fighting
Raven
each
going
other.
for the Raven effect. Rhino stops that real fast.
What? I don't. This is bizarre.
Right for Raven, right for Black Rain. Gore through the table.
Oh no. Raven can't be doing all these jobs. He's a former world champ. Spinebuster on the trash can. Oh, he kicked out. What?
Black hole slam.
No.
Abyss hits it on his own partner, Rhino.
That was accidental, though. He's blind. He's blind by the tacks in his eyes.
And then Black Rain gets the pin on Rhino.
What the? Man.
Wow.
Black Rain gets the win?
I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Oh, that was harmless hardcore action there, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, the thumbtacks in the head like that. They're good. Crystal is going to be one of the first to welcome Junior Fatu to TNA. Well, guess what? He's been here for a few weeks.
Yeah, Crystal, what are we talking about? You might be one of the last people to welcome him.
He said the name changes, but the man remains the same. So at least he knows he's bad at the ring. There wasn't this much drama in the WWE.
WWE's name.
Gonna get in the ring with me and my new friends. Me and LAX.
This is. I know what this is, dude.
He's like, "Do you smell something nasty in the air?" And she says, "Yeah, but I got a question for you. Are you ready for Fight for the Right?"
So she just sidesteps the smell to ask the question.
Next time you'll be talking to me, you'll be talking to me about my title shot.
This is basically make a difference Rikishi, because LAX being gangsters, kind of thugs.
Oh, I see.
And then Fatu, remember, he had his gang affiliated members trying to corrupt him. Looks like we're revisiting that.
Yeah.
11 years later.
Well, I'm glad to be doing that. Oh my god, another interview with Matt Morgan now. Bob, we've talked a lot about Letitia and Crystal and her at the confrontation last week and all that. Well, apparently she was nearly going to be gone from the company until the Playboy cover came out and they decided to change their mind.
I can just see it now. They're in the booking meeting. Vince Rose was like, bro, Letitia, I saw a different side of her.
Look at the bottom.
Bro, we gotta keep her.
Bob, we're an hour, 9 minutes, and 8 seconds to this show. And at the bottom of the screen, it just said, just wait for that second hour of Impact. It's still to come.
Oh, that's a production error. Whoops.
I'm there to make sure Angle doesn't get out. So we're getting a little preview of his special enforcer duties, it looks like, in the main event tonight.
Wait a minute. He's the enforcer for Angle Sting?
In the main event tonight. We're seeing a preview so that Sting doesn't get in, Kurt Angle doesn't get out during the main event. And speaking of, here comes team number 1.
He's the enforcer for the 6-man tag?
Sounds like it.
Brother. Because isn't he the enforcer for Joe and Cage? That's what I thought. I don't like how they do that. They do that gimmick and then they show the gimmick before the show you're supposed to pay for it.
Here's Junior Fatu. I don't know if we actually will see Sting again or not tonight, Bob. So apparently Sting was telling people that he was going to retire at the end of the year. Though some people think it's just him leveraging to get more money.
I mean, it works every
for at least 10
time.
more years.
At least.
And I guess while entrances are happening, I got 2 more notes for you. I was going to make you guess on who is trying to come here into TNA, but you will never guess these people. So I'm just going to...
Well, hang on. Come on.
Okay, let me tell you one, and then you get to try to guess.
Give me a hint. Okay. No, just give me hints.
I don't even know how to give you a hint. Former WCW champion. World champion.
Oh, well, there's really not that many because they're all the same guys. So let's see. Sting, Hogan, Scott Hall. No, Scott Hall. No, Savage. Brett.
Here comes Team 3D. Matt Morgan came out in between.
Well, we've heard about Booker T.
This is not Booker T.
Okay. Sid Vicious.
But no. Nope.
Vader. Fuck. Okay. Is it like towards the end WCW or like early WCW? End. Okay. Fuck.
Here comes Kurt Angle now. Still wearing the jersey.
Who the hell? Booker. No. DDP? No. Champ.
I love this high school jersey this dude's wearing. It's insane. Brother Ray just said at Bound for Glory, we're going to get our tag titles back, which is not accurate because they're fighting the Steiners in a tables match, and it's not for any titles.
That's right.
Well, TNA was in talks with David Arquette, who
Oh my god.
who apparently suggested to bring in Johnny Fairplay as his manager. Uh, but but
Oh.
Johnny Fairplay's not interested.
Whoa, what?
Yeah,
Fair
he's got
play's
other
not
stuff going on, I
interested.
think. Okay, there's one other person in my final note of who is apparently coming in and hoping to debut at Bound for Glory, but they're having some scheduling issues. Huh?
WCW guy?
I
WCW
I
guy?
mean, unless I'm not aware of it, I would say no. Um,
Okay.
but I don't think he's going to be able to because of an issue with a UK booking. So he's probably not coming to Bound for Glory, but he's trying to. Your hint for this one is that he's a former WWE Tag Team Champion.
My God, there's so many of
Within
those.
within the
UK
last
booking.
5 years.
So that'd be 2002.
Even that's probably too far. Actually, it is definitely too far.
Oh my God. Uh, UK booking. Who would be going to the UK that would potentially prevent him from coming in? Rob Van Dam.
No, that's a good guess though.
I don't know.
It's Joey Matthews.
Oh, I like Joey
Yeah.
Matthews.
I don't hate this one. Apparently, it's like confirmed he's coming in. They want to debut him at Bound for Glory, but he's working a UK show, so they're having a hard time booking a flight that will get him here on time. That's pretty much all we know about it. And pretty much every single person that they're like, hey, this is an idea for a signing, Dave Meltzer writes about how, with all this congressional investigation and stuff like that, that we shouldn't be hiring anyone, essentially. But, yeah, it is what it is.
Why would they not be able to hire
Well, just because
anybody?
there's all this drama about people with if people have issues or this and that. Because all the steroid stuff.
Like, no, steroid. Give me a break.
Hernandez on fire here with Brother Ray. Shoulder block in the ring, a drop kick, scoop and slam.
Hernandez he's acting like he's Ricky Morton
Dude,
with all these drop kicks.
nuts.
What are we doing?
Going for a commercial break here. But that was all of the notes for the show. A lot of random ones this week, which I thought was kind of interesting. But Kurt Angle.
Well, you know what's crazy about the Joey Matthews nose? I don't think we see him
I don't either. So when I read
in
he's
TNA.
coming in, I was like, are we sure? Is it a one-off appearance maybe? And that's what it ends up being? I don't know.
I don't even know if we get that. This would be I almost have a nice neck breaker on Kurt there. This could potentially be really weird that if he picks like Ring of Honor over TNA, because he does do Ring of Honor. Which I don't know if he might be doing Ring of Honor at this point. It's either that or 2008 with Age of the Fall. Jimmy Jacobs and stuff. Matt Morgan did some of his enforcer job during the commercial.
Well, spoiler alert. He makes one appearance. Yep.
Joey?
But we don't see him.
I didn't think so.
And all I'm going to say about that is I'll mention it on our next episode.
Oh, that means what,
Maybe.
dark match or something? Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I wonder if you might have the DVD of it. Is the dark match on the DVD?
I do have the DVD of this one. And I don't know. Homicide and Brother Ray here going at it. Junior Fatu has not done anything, which is fine, honestly.
That's fine.
Oh shit! I spoke too soon. Here he comes. Oh, he gets pushed away.
Ray with an elbow drop to Homicide. Homicide has a freshly shaved head, it looks like. It's definitely freshly shaved.
Whatever happened to
And here comes
Joey Matthews?
No.
Didn't he go crazy or something?
He sure did.
He's got no matches past July
did.
2018.
2018. Yeah. A long time ago on Twitter, I think I posted a review of a show or something. And Joey actually DM'd me. And he was like, "Hey man, like, can you send me a match?" I want to say it was like him and Jerry Lawler or something. For like Northeast Wrestling. And I'm technologically like dumb. It had to have been a DVD or something. So if it was a digital, I would have been like, yeah, I can just send you the clip or whatever. But it must have been on DVD or something. And I was like, I have no idea how to do that. And he kind of called me like dumb.
Wow.
Which is, yeah, I mean, I guess I am. Because he was like, can't you just like, he's like, there's a thing called screen record. And I'm like, I really don't want to sit here for 14 minutes screen recording a match for
I would have
him.
done it for him.
So I was like, hey, yeah, sorry. And he was like, it doesn't matter. I can just get in contact with the High Spots guys. Because it had been through High Spots.
That's pretty funny.
It wasn't funny for me because I really like Joey Matthews, and then to have a guy that I like just kind of be mean to me, hurt my feelings. Let me see. I don't think I even have the message anymore. Yeah, I must have. I was probably so hurt I deleted it. But yeah, Joey went nuts. I think a little bit. He had some issues there. He was really calling out Ring of Honor for poor ethics.
Oh yes. Cutter by Homicide on Kurt Angle.
BJ
Close to the
Whitmore.
cover, but it was broken up. This match is falling apart. Hernandez throws Brother Devon to the outside. Junior Fatu's kicking Brother Ray on the apron over there. Now Homicide's in the ring with Kurt Angle.
Could you imagine if he hits this?
You can go killer, but it's countered into the ankle lock.
Don't you dare tap, Homicide. You never tap.
Savant kick. And he's about to back that ass up on Kurt Angle.
Back that ass up. What you gonna do when you back that ass up? Here you go.
Kurt Angle's screaming.
No.
Oh, he's taking all of it.
Kurt don't care. He'll do it. Oh no. Oh man.
That was a brutal 3, dude.
What was that? That was like a 2.5D.
That was brutal.
That was not a good. Hernandez.
Holy shit.
Diving over the top, takes out Devon.
What a dive.
Oh, Homicide has a cradle on Kurt. One.
Oh my god, dude.
He almost pinned Kurt Angle.
Olympic slam on Homicide.
Oh.
And that is it. Kurt Angle gets the win for his team.
Well, you know what? You know what cost Homicide there is that he's wearing a T-shirt. If he didn't have the T-shirt on, he probably
he wouldn't have been stepped to the mat.
The Olympic slam. And I will say, I thoroughly prefer clean finishes. Like
Well, it's also
Russo and Angle, if that's their approach, it's way better than
I'd prefer clean ones over every single one being a fucking
DQs.
mess.
Right.
Kurt Angle's on the mic. Now it's time. Is he saying he just beat the shit out of his son? So now he wants you to come out?
I don't know.
I thought those were doctors, but it's just the Latino Nation checking up on Homicide. He's holding his knee. Things up on the screen. Struck a chord, didn't I? Too bad, Kurt. Be best if we waited till Bound for Glory. Wait a second. Oh shit. Who's this Latino Nation member? What the hell do you want? Oh shit, it's Sting.
That's
It's
Steve Borden. That's Steve Borden.
Wait, was he in the backstage segment with them too, like that?
I don't know. I didn't
He's
look like
got
that.
the Scorpion Deathlock.
Kurt is tapping.
Wow, we just went off the air with that. Him tapping out to the Scorpion Deathlock, and now we're Daniels Rhino. Kaz all talking about Bound for Glory.
Now booking 101. Kurt Angle's going over the pay-per-view.
Like TNA.
Right out there.
This is the biggest show. You won't want to miss this show. This is the one you don't want to miss. Which is ironic because it's in October, so you probably bought a bunch of other ones thinking, oh, I'll buy some of these. And instead, they're just saying in October, this is the only one you really got to watch.
We have 11 other shows. Don't worry about those ones. This is the one you want to buy.
We're going to put the best of the best in the ring. And Atlanta's no different. Great champions have come from Atlanta. But here we go. Bound for Glory. We're coming back. Some are bound for glory, but some might be bound for destruction. And there we go, Bob.
That could be another. That could be another title
Bound for destruction.
Destruction.
Okay.
All right. That wasn't bad.
No, I didn't think it was bad either. I would also give that show a thumbs up. I feel like I sort of like last week a little bit better, but this was not by no means I don't think this was a bad show by any means.
No.
We're actually being successful with our pacing for 2 hours? I mean, I'm pretty impressed, to be honest.
The pacing is significantly different from 45.
I feel like we can talk during it. Like we're being able to talk about these notes,
yes,
things that are happening, and like still not really miss what's happening on screen. Whereas before, if we were trying to do a note, you got about 10 seconds, or you're gonna miss something.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, the matches alone were typically less than 5 minutes. And for whenever you read like the match times, it's usually been around like 5 minutes or more.
Right.
I mean, like Rhino and Black Rain getting 9 minutes. I mean, that would never happen on a 1 hour show, like typically. So, yeah, and I like the formatting of like they're not starting off with a 20-minute promo or whatever. I mean, there wasn't even like a long-winded segment that would like bog down the show. I mean, it just progressed rather well.
Right.
So,
well, in just a few days, it is Bound for Glory. It's the one you don't want to miss. Apparently, it's the biggest show of the year. We know about what? I mean, pretty much the entire card, which is pretty cool. We got the number one contendership for the tag team titles, the Ultimate X, LAX versus Triple X. We got that fight for the right reverse battle royal. The title shot is on the line. We got the Knockouts title in a gauntlet. It's brand new. 5 women we know, 5 we don't know, even though technically now we know a bunch of them. Team Pacman against AJ Styles and Tomko for the tag team titles. We have a Monsters Ball 4-way between Rhino, Raven, Black Rain, and Abyss. Samoa Joe versus Christian Cage with Matt Morgan as the special enforcer. The Team 3D versus the Steiners in a tables match. In the main event, Bob, absolutely huge main event. Kurt Angle defending the TNA title against Sting.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I missed one. The X Division title, Jay Lethal and Christopher Daniels. This card is loaded.
Yeah, I think there's no denying they've certainly stacked it. I'm looking forward to it. I think that a lot of the matches are certainly intriguing.
I think the only thing that's going to be a potential, and I don't want to say stinker because I don't think that's accurate. I think we are going to be very sleepy when the fight for the right happens. I just feel like that's the only thing that's going to bring down my mood on that show. I think everything else sounds great. So
that, I would imagine that match would be right before the main event.
that would be smart if you ask me.
I feel like that's what you have to do. You have all your bangers, and then you have this 20-minute match that just kind of like levels out the crowd, and you go Sting and Kurt.
I think that's what I would do.
That's what I would do.
Well,
all right. Well, that's our next show. Is Bound for Glory 2007. Sting, Angle, Joe, Cage, Monsters Ball, Ultimate X, First Knockouts Champion, Tables Match, and so much more. So be sure to join us for Bound for Glory in our next episode. So until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.